This is Mary, and we're at the Talamage State Preschool Garden with Rhea, one of the volunteers here, and she's our Gardener of the Month. So we have a couple questions for you. How did you get involved here at this garden?
Well, I used to walk by this garden quite a bit because I live right up the street on my little walks in the morning just to get exercise. And I'd see this garden and I thought, gee, that's such a cute little garden. And I'd walk through it and see the corn and different things growing. And I thought, man, that's really nice. And then one day Lucy Neely came to our garden club and told us that they needed a volunteer to work at this garden. And I thought, oh, this is perfect, right down the street from me. And be working with, you know, children and in this fabulous little garden that I'd seen. Mm-hmm. So even though I have a garden at home, I thought this would be a fun place to try to help out with. So
Yeah.
I got involved that way, and you know, it's real excited about it.
Yeah. And then can you tell us a little bit about what's happened since you've started volunteering here, how it's changed?
Well, it originally started out with the parents having their individual boxes, because we have quite a few raised bed boxes that people can garden in. And I don't know what happened, but we changed it so that what we now have is like one crop in a box, and then makes it easier to grow things that way. And some of the layout has changed over time. Some of the crops, we're not growing corn, but I think we're going to get back into corn. It's such a fun crop for the kids to see and play with, and then the stalks you can do things with, and you know, we might as well put in some corn. So I think we'll get back to that, and we have a cute little trellis there over the walkway there, and we planted grapes to go over that. And we tried gourds last year, but unfortunately someone gave me gourds that were huge. So these huge gourds were hanging down from it, not growing very well on it. So that didn't work. So there's a lot of little things that you try and they don't work, but yeah, it comes along.
Yeah. And then also, since this is a state preschool, how are the kids involved with this during the school year, and what kind of impact is that making on them?
Oh, the kids just love it. They come out and go through and pick the strawberries, which are out now, and they were here for about a month before school ended. And then we plant a lot of cherry tomatoes. The kids just love coming through and picking that, and they love the flowers too. We have calendula in a lot of the boxes to supposedly repel insects, pests, but it doesn't seem to do that too much good. But anyway, the kids just love going through and picking the flowers and seeing the birds and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really great for them to get that knowledge early.
Yeah, it is. And they, you know, they do some planting. The teachers have to be out here with them when they're working in the garden to make sure, you know, it's safe for them. So they're well supervised, and they just love it out here.
Yeah. So what is your favorite part about volunteering in this garden?
Well, it's, I think, being here with the kids and the teachers. The teachers have so much enthusiasm for the garden. And then Pam cooks all the veggies from the garden too, so I can bring in a load of vegetables and give them to her, and she whips up something for dinner, for lunch. On Fridays they make a meal out of the things that they harvest in the garden. So it's a lot of fun. That's the best part, and I kind of miss that in the summer now because the kids aren't here.
Yeah. And so when the kids come back in the fall, what is like your vision, or how do you hope to grow in the next year?
Well, I think I'm going to try to be here more when the kids are here. Mm-hmm. That's something that hasn't happened a lot this last year. Their schedule's been a little off from mine, maybe, I don't know what, but I see them come through and, you know, play a little bit. We haven't really organized a lot of activities like we did the year before in the garden with planting and harvesting. And we had a nice little screen over there, a bird blind one time, and put that up against the fence and cut holes in it, and the kids could see the birds over on the brush piles, and so that was a lot of fun.
Cool.
And so we did little things like that kind of, it's an extra little part to the garden besides just the vegetables growing.
Yeah, that's great. So we have one last question for you. What is your favorite vegetable and why?
Oh, well, the only thing I couldn't live without is tomatoes. I think if I didn't have anything else, I'd have a barrel on my deck or whatever and grow some tomatoes, because you just can't beat the taste of fresh tomatoes from the garden. And you can't hardly eat the ones in the store, it seems like, during the rest of the year. So.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah, and like I said, the kids just love the cherry tomatoes because that's such an easy thing for them to pick and eat. And, you know, I don't know how often they get it at home, but
Yeah.
they certainly get it here, and they'll see it in the store when they go and tell
Yeah.
their parents to buy some.
Yeah, that's such a great thing. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing
you're
our interview
welcome.
today and
Yeah.
volunteering here.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.